Hello friends. So today we are going to see the topic that is formation of self. So how self take place among the individuals. I am Dr. Niaz Ahmed and today we will be seeing this topic in detail. So this formation of self begins with answering two basic questions. The first question is who am I? And the knowledge of self concept will help us to understand who am I, and that is nothing but it is the belief about oneself. Then second question is how good am I as a person, and in that two concept generally help us to give the answer that how good am I as a person. The first one is self esteem or worthiness, second one is self efficacy or accomplishment. So basically these three concepts, self concept, self esteem and self efficacy, contributes to the formation of self. So let's see the first concept in detail, that is self concept. So self concept, before starting the topic, what you have to do, you have to write down or list down 5 things you like about yourself, and also you have to list down 5 things you do not like about yourself. So just pause the video and write these things in the comment box. Okay, now how did you feel when you receive a bad remark in the class? So you have to tell me the feeling, that how did you feel when you receive a bad remark in the class. So just you have to write down in the comment box again. Now did you feel bad if you receive a bad remark instead of a star? Okay, so just you have to express your feeling. Then let's see about the self concept here. So self concept or self image is the sum total of all the knowledge and information you have about yourself. So whatever knowledge and information you have about yourself is called self concept, and the other word of self concept is self image. So all the information or the knowledge you have about yourself, your feelings, your detail about yourself is called self concept. Okay, so like it includes gender, name, personality, physical appearance, likes and dislikes, beliefs, values, social history, nationality, schooling, family, career, accomplishments, failures, skills and talents. So this is not an exhaustive list. So this all includes to define self concept. So the sum total of all these are called self concept. Okay, so self concept is nothing but how you view about yourself. So your view of yourself is called self concept, and it is the entire picture of yourself. So this self concept changes, and it changes slowly. So this self concept is not constant, or it is not static, it changes, but it is not changing very fast, it changes slowly. So this is self concept cycle, which includes the person I think I am, the person other thinks I am, the person other things I think I am. So these all describe the self concept. So the self concept is as I see myself. So what is your feeling about yourself, your knowledge about yourself? It determines my actions. Then my actions are going to see by others. So as see others see me, and on seeing the actions, what they are going to do, others reaction to me, they are going to react on my actions, and this will be the feedback for me, and on the basis of that my self image or my self concept will change. So this is a self concept cycle. So self concept is nothing but it is an overall image that the person holds of him or herself. So some people may have stronger self concept than others. So in the class of 50 or 60, all the students will not have the same type of self concept. Some may have stronger self concepts, some may have poor self concepts. Okay, so to identify the self concept or to know the self concept, you require reflection on one's own self and behavior. So you have to reflect upon your own self and behavior to know your self concept. So self concept emerges out of our impression about ourselves as well as from others' impression on us. So what you feel about yourself and what others feel about you, this whole thing contributes to your self concept. So there are variety of self concepts like actual self image, ideal self image, social self image, ideal social self image, and expected self image. So this self concept can be improved, and this can be improved by grooming, by clothing, by cosmetics, and by jewelry. So you can improve your self concept by these all things. You can groom yourself, you can groom your activity, you can groom your skills, you can groom your appearance by clothing, by cosmetics, by jewelry, etc., and your concept, self concept, will be improved. So here everyone can develop his or her personality by self effort rather than rely on biological heritage. So you cannot just take the biological inheritance of yourself, but you can improve yourself by your self effort. You can develop your personality by self effort. Okay, so personality is ultimately related to the concept of self. Albert has said that personality is related to the concept of self. So your self determines your personality. Okay, the individual have a fully developed sense of self or ego when he or she reaches the middle year. So during the development years, when the individual reaches the middle year, then he develops the fully improved self. So here self develops through conditioning, reinforcements, and habits. So you can develop yourself by conditioning, by reinforcements, and by developing habits. So self concept is nothing but it is a self image of a person. So each individual is unique with own self concept. So each individual have its own unique self concept. So view of self affects one ability to function as well as health. So how you perceive about your self concept, that is going to impact on your ability to function as well as your health. So that much importance this self concept has. So here this is the development period and how the self develops through these periods. So the first year where only the bodily self develops, where the sensation, perception, or physical pain, pleasure, and limitation can be experienced. The second year there is a development of self identity where continuity of experience made possible through languages. So language development take place, and through that self identity is developed. Third year self esteem is developed among the child where pride in accomplishment or independence can be experienced. Then from 4 to 6 years self extension and self image can be developed, that is self concept. So abstract concept or possession, mind, and good and naughty self, sensitivity towards praise and blame can be developed. So 6 to 12 years self as rational power or reasoning power is developed. So here realistic solving of life task, mediator between needs and reality is experienced. So 12 years through adolescence, appropriate striving where ownership and acceptance of feeling, needs, thoughts, and self-defined life goals can be experienced. Adulthood, self as a knower where total fully self is evolved during this stage. So self concept is how one evaluates or judge himself, that is either in a positive or negative way. So how you are going to evaluate about yourself, either you can evaluate yourself in a positive way or you can evaluate yourself in a negative way. So on the basis of this there are two types of self concepts: positive self concept and negative self concept. So these are the two types of self concept: positive self concept and negative self concept. So let's see about the positive self concept. So positive self concept person, they assume themselves as a okay person. So I am a okay person. He feel that I have definite strength and abilities to do any task. I see myself as being as good as my friends. So I can do anything I really wants to do, and there are many ways to solve a problem. So these are the thinking of a positive self-concept person. So you see yourself as a lovable and worthwhile person. So they see themselves as a lovable and worthwhile person, the person who has positive self-concept. Okay, let's see the characteristics of positive self-concept people. So characteristics of people with positive self-concept. So they ask questions because they want to clarify all the doubts, because they want to accomplish the task. Then they are very persistent. They always keep trying, find new ways to do things. They do not leave anything in between, but they complete the task. So they are very persistent, and if they are not finding solution in one way, they are going to find some other way to find out the solution, and they always keep trying. Then they take time to acknowledge personal accomplishment. If anything they accomplish, they are going to acknowledge that. Okay, then they set goals for themselves. Okay, so this is very important thing, that they are going to set goals for themselves. So these are the characteristics of people with positive self concept. Now negative self concept, the second type. So they feel themselves as a jerk. So I am a jerk. So they feel that I know my plans would not work. I am nearly not as good as my friend. I cannot do anything right. Or why try? I could not, or I could never do any. I could not never do it anyway. Okay, so they are not going to initiate anything because they feel that it is not going to work. So why try? Okay, so these are the thinking of the negative self-concept people. So they feel uncertain and uncomfortable about themselves. So you feel uncertain and uncomfortable about yourself, so you fear possible rejection. So these kind of people, they fear about the rejection. So let's see the characteristics of people with negative self-concept. So these kind of people, they jump to conclusion very fast, and if they make any mistake, they magnify their faults. Then they look at only one detail and disregard the big picture of the problem. They blame others. This is very easy task for them. If they fail, they blame others. And what better way to deny our weakness than to blame others for our problems or for the world's problem. They minimize achievement. If they achieve anything, they are not going to celebrate that. They are not going to acknowledge that. They minimize their achievements. And they are being overly nice people, pleasure, or rescuer of self-sacrificing matriarch. So these are the characteristics of people with negative self-concept. Now the current scenario in the school system. So if you see the present scenario, the development of self-concept among the student is worrying, and most of the students have low self-concept, and they are so passive achievement in the school. So if the student have low self-concept, then they will have passive achievement in the school. So now question is how to build the self-concept of the students. So building self-concept. So as a teacher, what you are going to do, you are going to help the students to list and develop their personal strength and abilities. Then as a teacher, you are going to help them to set attainable goals based on their wants and needs. Then you are going to help them to look for positive relationships with others, and you are going to help them to recognize what they have accomplished each step of the way. So you are going to help them to celebrate the accomplishment at each step they achieved. Okay, so these are some points they can take care for building self concepts. Thank you very much. Hope you have understood the concept, that is self concept, and how to build self concept. If you like the video, then please don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.